Welcome to MDIA1400 Video Production Basics Instructional Media Series. Today we're going to be learning about how to import media into Final Cut Pro as part one of a two-part series. We're going to be creating a library and an event. We're going to be importing files and folders and learning about import options. So let's get to it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create the proper folder for our libraries. So under MDIA1400, which is our class folder, we're going to create a new folder and we're going to call it FCPX Libraries. And remember from our terminology that libraries is the master container. So everything, all of our events, all of our media, all of our projects are contained within those libraries. So we're going to create a place for that to go. Next thing we're going to do is open up Final Cut Pro. And we're going to get a prompt here which says, hey, what do you want to do? Which library would you like to open? It's not showing me any because I haven't created one yet. So I'm going to create a brand new library, and it's going to bring up a save dialog box. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call this 1400 underscore instructional. So you can title it whatever you want, but just this is for our instructional media, and this is where we'll be doing our lessons, so I'm going to let you guys title that however you like. But I'm going to store it in my FCPX libraries. So this is in FCPX libraries, MDIA1400 on my hard drive. The bottom line is I'm saving this to my hard drive. Final Cut Pro will default and save libraries to the internal hard drive movies folder, but you want to not do that. You want to save it to your hard drive. So it's going to finish its launch process, and you see that it's created that library already. Up here in the upper left, I've got it there. Let me go ahead and expand that out so we can see it. And it automatically has given me an event just with today's date. But I'm going to go ahead and change that. You know what? I'm going to do this by file type. I'm going to say video. And maybe I'll create another event up here under New, File, Project Event Library. I don't want to create a new library, I only need one. I want to create a new event and make sure it's going to go into my library. I'm going to call it audio. I'm going to highlight an event that I want to import media into and I'm going to go ahead and import media. Other ways to import media would be this tab also here and also under File, Import Media. Brings up the import window. And so in my import window, it allows you to say, okay, this is where I want to search for my media in terms of hard drives. I'm going to pick my hard drive. And then you see here, I've got my folders that are on that. I'm going to go into MDIA1400. I'm going to go into FCPX Media, Instructional Media. And I'm going to go ahead and import some of this stuff. Now, we're going to focus right now on LV1. And I'm going to go ahead and expand that. And I'm going to go into LV import. And what I've got here is I've got folders, 5D, 7D, iPhone, and audio. Right now we're going to look in 5D, 7D. And we see, wow, there's all our media. If I click on any piece of media, it comes up in the preview window. I can play that. And I can search through various things. And I can highlight a single clip and import a single clip. Or I can import a selection of clips by highlighting one and then holding down the Shift key and highlighting the other, and it takes the whole range. Okay, so import options when we're importing either a single file or multiple files. We have two major options up here. We can leave files in place, or we can copy to the library. Okay, we'll reinforce this in class, but this is really important. Copy to the library means it takes all of these, it makes a copy, an exact copy of them, and it stores them in your library. And that can be good. That can be very secure. But what it does is that it takes up a lot of space on your hard drive because you already have this media on your hard drive, and then it's going to create a duplicate of that and store it in your library. So it can chew up hard drive space pretty quickly. The other option is leave files in place, and instead of creating a duplicate for all of these files, Final Cut Pro simply creates a very small linking file called a symlink. And the symlink basically links this media on your hard drive to the library, and it doesn't need to duplicate it. So for right now, let's go ahead and leave these files in place. We're not going to choose any transcoding options right now. And no keyword options, no video options, no audio options. So this is basic. I'm going to import the selected. So now these are in my event browser. Under video, you can see that all these clips are here and ready to work with. Okay, let's try another one and add a few more import options that are interesting. Okay, we're going to go into video. We're going to import again. We're not going to take 5D, 7D. We're going to take our iPhone footage. See, it's just 3 clips here, but I don't want these getting mixed up with all of these clips from my 5D. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to import the entire folder that they're in. Instead of having to like individually select those 3 clips, I just want to take the whole folder. Let's see what happens. I'm going to leave the files in place. I'm not going to transcode right now. We'll learn what transcoding means later. But this is what I'm going to select, keywords. And I'm going to say, I want to attach a keyword to these files. And I'm going to do it using the folder name, iPhone. Let's see what happens. Good iPhone footage. What's interesting here is up in my video, since where's the keyword? Okay, let's hit this disclosure triangle. Whoa. Here's a little thing called iPhone. That matches the folder name. Let me click on that. So by selecting keyword, I created a keyword collection. And now instead of sifting through all of this footage to look for my iPhone shots, I can simply grab the keyword collection and go right to them. Good. And the only thing I want to do, just to kind of repeat, let's go ahead and grab our audio as well. Just 2 files, so I'm going to grab both of them. I'm going to leave those files in place. I'm going to deselect that. Go ahead and import those files. And you can see now that I've got audio just in my audio, video, and iPhone, and everything is represented there. Good. So those are the basic import options. There are quite a few other ones, but we're baby steps here. We're just going to learn the simple stuff first, just enough to get us going, and then we'll learn more along the way. And remember, we created a library and an event. We imported files and folders, and we explored some basic import options. So up next will be part 2, where we'll get a little bit more complicated, but that's it for now. Thanks.